Isiah Thomas' run in the 2016-17 season is one of the most incredible things I've seen in basketball. Thomas was the last pick in 2011 draft by the Kings after a stellar collegiate career at Washington, but being 5'9" and 185 pounds, he was overlooked. But Thomas excelled right away, averaging 11 and 4 as a rookie. He put up 20 points per game in year 3 and was the runner-up for the 6th man of the year in the following season after a trade to Phoenix in the offseason and being moved to Boston before the trade deadline. The next season, in 2015-16, IT was now the starter in Boston and took his game up a whole nother level, averaging 22 points and 6 assists per game, making him an all-star and leading the Celtics to the playoffs. But that 16-17 season, IT turned into an animal. He averaged 29 points per game, which was third in the NBA, with an effective field goal percentage of 54%. He had 4 40-point games and a 52-point game against Miami. He scored 20 or more points in 43 straight games, a Boston Celtics record. He was the Eastern Conference Player of the Month in January, putting up 33 points per game and 7 assists. He led the Celtics to 53 wins and the top spot in the East. He made the All-NBA second team and was 5th in MVP voting. IT was riding high heading to the playoffs, but the day before they began their first round series against the Bulls, he learned that his younger sister had passed away from a car accident. Playing with a heavy heart, Boston dropped the first 2 games at home and then win 4 straight to close out the series. IT went nutty against the Wizards and John Wall, one of the best defensive point guards at the time, putting up 33 and 9 in a Game 1 win and followed that up with a 53-point outing in Game 2. It was a tough series, but Boston would close it out in 7 thanks to IT's 29 points and 12 assists in the closeout game. But Boston would face LeBron James and the defending champion Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals. IT would suffer a hip injury in Game 2, ruling him out for the rest of the postseason. IT heading into the final year of his deal famously said about his impending free agency, "They're going to have to back up the Brinks truck," expecting to receive a max deal after the monster season he had playing through tragedy and uplifting the entire Celtics organization. But they decided to trade him that offseason, and he was never the same player after that. And unfortunately, he never got that big deal.